it's another one where it's a fairly small area, so that's good. That helps us out a lot. I don't think we need that. Okay, I think we're pretty much good, so let's go. Okay, episode 25. Admittedly, I think the last couple episodes I feel like have been a little bit on the shorter side.
Extract the child soldiers' commander and their captive, the general's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, the child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Alright. But as I was saying, the last few missions I feel like have been a little bit shorter, which I think has helped me out a little bit, because a few less components, it's a little bit faster. A few less components to, like, manage. I'm curious how a bionic arm would make you sprint faster, though. There we go.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your eye droid.
Right there, huh? Okay. I found my own, but I guess I can use yours also. Fine then. Ooh, lots of rain. Okay. So, let's see. Lots of crates. I should grab those.
There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Extract him. But is there anyone else? I feel like there was supposed to be more more people here. Oh shit, are you serious? There we go. Approaching threat. Hearing a vehicle, maybe. Question is, can we actually use the Fulton on this kid? Because I know it doesn't let you use it on other kids. Yeah, might have to actually put him in the Jeep. Can we actually Fulton the Jeep though with him in it? We can. Okay. So. Humans is approaching threat, because it's like, really? Where is it?
I have a group of child soldiers. No,
Where?
must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. Okay, that's the general's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss.
Okay. This guy we probably can Fulton. Can we? We can't. Okay. The worst part is they've mentioned there being a...
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol. Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Let's see, where can we go with this? Probably best go back the way we came. Damn it. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. Just go for body shot, go for body shot. Lag. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. We're gonna quickly run over here and get these materials. Meters. They're way closer than what I thought they would be. This might be okay. People have to be surprisingly close to objects for them to notice them being grabbed for some reason. I don't know why that is, but... Alright, so we're just gonna get out of here. Yeah, we did it. That was a super fast mission.
Nice work. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Thank you, Miller.
Boss, about how we report this one to the took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon, and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
Oh, that's interesting. That might have been what we were just talking about, being able to move between platforms.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper. Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. It'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management.
Okay, we've done that.
First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Anyone we suspect. But we don't really know what the tell is, so that's not good. Steel cat. I don't know. Okay, it says like everybody's healthy, so that's something. Let's like... Okay, everyone there looks fine. Doesn't look like there's much change, so... I have no idea. Oh, it's Kojima. How do you lock people? Oh, okay, he's already locked. Never mind. It's probably something I'd have to actually go to Mother Base to investigate. Oh, it's not letting me go anywheres. That's something. I don't know what the tell would be, though, is the thing.
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. On the human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badiabulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
That's okay, Tofu. I'll think on it a little bit. It might be something that might come to me. It's like...
Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss.
Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the tests we did once you were back at the base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that.
And?
Mother Base's sanitation control has always been strict. After all, war is great at transporting diseases. For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah,
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind of audio.
Well, we picked up some of that audio through your radio transmissions and recorded it here. The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident on the autoroute near Marseille. Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London. A press conference with the former Prime Minister of Sweden. A 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan. And then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Broadcasts? Just radio and TV signals?
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological comment points. But I don't think it's gonna get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian, Spanish, including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English?
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown, people in that room with a common medical condition were made to listen to recordings in languages from around the world. It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them, or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
Okay.
Boss, someone else has turned symptomatic. The staff member's been moved to quarantine, but at this rate we're going to lose everybody.
Oh god.
Find out what's causing this and quarantine the infected.
Okay, so that guy's definitely infected. Just because, well, his stats are going down, I assume. Oh man, this is really bad. Holy shit. Eugh. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any on the security team there. In fact, and we have one. Doesn't look like there's anybody on the support unit either. Whoa, okay. So I know this probably isn't that interesting to watch. I'm just like really deep in thought. I'm like, oh no, what's the tell on this? Menuing hell. Yeah, pretty much. We menus now. Wait, maybe yellow's more. Something that might be reduce. Yellow's more stats. Never mind. There's a lot of work that had no purpose whatsoever. Yeah, people with yellow bars are just like, that's increased levels. Shoot. Menu dogs. I love it. It's a great name. It's a quarantine. I'm like trying to like find anything that looks like any kind of correlation. Other than other than everybody looking like they want to like fight, I don't see any correlation. Shit. They all look very unimpressed. I think maybe our best bet might actually be to do another mission. Because the faster we can... faster we can figure this out, the better. So, locate, eliminate the human trafficker. I don't think we need this. Maybe. We might need it. Characters. That's fine. Equipment. Items. Tools. Oh, Fulton. There we go. Alright, so... God, I gotta really think on that. Mystery. I felt like it...
Boss, the target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Tati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find a route.
Okay, village thing. Mission. Okay, that's the target.
Be careful down there, boss.
Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, it's Quiet's laser. See, my first instinct was like to look at the portraits, but I can't see anything that's like similar in the portraits. But then it's like, oh, maybe that language thing, maybe that's like an angle, but there's not even any real
That's where the enemy PF's
thing that I can...
transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
Hey, het jy die ouens hoor praat oor daai ou ballie van Amerika?
Van Amerika? Wie?
Dis nie 'n groot ding nie, maar ek het gehoor hy's 'n kernwapen genius. Sy navorsing van kernwapens in die hande van Statue klink.
Wat 'n kop.
Took a really long time for him to react to that guy going to sleep right next to him. Oh. Hello. Get you out of here. There.
Boss, that person you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
Okay. Okay, that's where our file is.
You gotta extract him.
Oh, jeez. More hostages. I I feel bad sending all these guys back to Mother Base. They're probably just gonna get sick. Oh, jeez.
Okay, subject is in.
Okay. Oh. Get someone else? We do. There. Menu dogs. Too good. Alright.
Picked up an intel file. According to this information, the target is headed for Gazeba Camp.
Whoa. Oh, what?
Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gazeba Camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Okay, oh. This is a bad situation. Let's get out of here. Suddenly everybody was just waking up. I like how I just walked away from that. It's like, this is a bad situation. I'm out. Alright, so we're heading there, but they could be anywhere in that range. A vehicle would be helpful. I don't see anything now. I most definitely have not gotten... Damn it, it fell on the inside of that. Okay, let's grab this. No, let's not... No. We're not using the anti-air cannon. We're Fultoning it. Because we want one for our base. Now, this is all like cutting into time that I could be using to prevent Buddy from getting to that base, but I need this. I need this. I don't have one of those. Okay, so let's go to point B. I'm literally just going to run it. I need quiet to probably go there. Because I can't imagine we're ahead of the game right now. There. Just like running full tilt across Africa. That's Seems like a plan. Yeah, maybe dropping a jeep in the future might not be a bad idea. Okay, approaching threat. That's interesting. Now, if we were to take this outpost, they might be passing through here, which could be a thing. Very suspicious of this one guy just like traveling. What's his deal? Oh, hello. Yeah. There. That's in the lag, which... Man, this guy's really resistant. There we go. One of these guys is definitely our guy. We'll go with butt shot.
That's the target.
Butt shot.
Eliminate him, however you see fit.
Butt shot. Actually, that's more of a thigh shot, but whatever. And headshot. There we go. Did we get him? We did. Awesome. All these guys are pretty good, so we'll take them all. I think that was surprisingly efficient. Usually I don't have that much luck when it comes to stuff like this. Oh. Well, that worked out well.
You gotta extract him.
Guess we can just go this way. It's a really big distance. Can we just get picked up maybe? Yeah, okay, we'll just go chopper support. Oh, it's like literally like... Yeah, that works. 50 meters from us. Jeez. Even knowing how to do this mission, I might not be able to do it that good. That was pretty on point. All I had was like the one reflex. Especially though it's like a lot of missions, when you know like the gist of it, you can kind of cut out the middleman, so to speak, and just like skip the intel and just find them in the field. Quarantine is in effect.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Man, things are really picking up in this. Like, there's so many things I want to know right now. It's like, ah, oh, jeez. Yeah, A rank. I figured. Need to do it with no reflex. But that'd be very doable.
Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet. But those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
Man, I don't know.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Okay, so we should definitely be doing another mission then. Unfortunately, it's late enough now. I should probably hop off mic. I will keep playing though, because I'm super into it right now. I'm like, oh my god, what is it? Mysteries. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop off mic. I'm gonna probably do at least enough missions to figure out this mystery epidemic, and hopefully take that off of, like, so that won't be an issue for us. Get rid of it so it's not gonna be a problem. And then I might just do side ops or something. So anyways, I'll thank everybody in advance. Well, I'm still on mic. Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight with me. This is High Roller, Raging Tofu, Simon stopped in earlier, White's been here the whole time, so lots of people. Sky's stopped in earlier too. Oh yeah, Sayla and Harriet were here too. But yeah, pretty good turnout tonight. Metal Gear's been a little bit of a mixed turnout, but I can understand why. People don't want the game spoiled, obviously. But anyway, so yeah, thanks again, and I will catch everybody later.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine. Boss, we need you to get him out ASAP. Right now, he's our only link to the root cause of the epidemic.
Be careful down there, boss.
Check the VI on your iDroid. That's where the target is being held.
Kan nie glo Amanda was weg.
Ek kan nie slaap as ek daar dink nie. Dis nie 'n manier om te sterf nie. Dit begin met 'n hoes, toe daai vreemde kak oor sy bors versprei.
What the hell?
Hey, pal.
Boss got an emergency report from the intel team. A vehicle has fled the guard post heading northwest. The prisoner at the wheel appears to be the target. Will he escape on his own? The target is no longer at the designated position. Find that vehicle fast. Boss, did you see that explosion? There's smoke. The target's crashed his vehicle. That'll bring the enemy down on him in no time. The target's in danger. Get to the scene of the crash. still breathing, but he's in no shape for a Fulton extraction. Can you carry him? Nice find. I'll send the chopper. Get the target to the RV.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Departing.
Mission complete. And the target safe. Time to figure out what the hell is behind this epidemic. Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss. Boss, the intel team member you extracted was DOA. He kept insisting we listen, right up until his last breath, about the pathogen, and the old man who knows how to treat it. Code Talker. He even told us where he is. Boss, let's make sure his death was the last. It's high time we met this Code Talker. Boss, you need to make contact with Code Talker, the old man who knows what the pathogen is. We have to stop this disease that's spreading across Mother Base. Select a mission on your iDroid.